Hi, welcome back students. In this video we are going to discuss about minimum spanning trees. That is the two methods are there, that is Prim's math algorithm and his second one is Kruskal's algorithm. So these two are very important. They both are similar. That means they both are identical. Only in some points they are different. So now we will discuss about the Prim's algorithm and Kruskal's algorithm in detail. So first of all, we have to know the definition of a minimum spanning tree. Already we have discussed about the minimum spanning tree, but a minimum spanning tree simply we can say that MST. MST means a minimum spanning tree is a subgraph of an undirected graph such that the subgraph spans means includes all nodes, is connected and is a cyclic and has a minimum total edge weight. So here minimum spanning tree means we have to put in a mind that minimum total edge weight is called as a minimum spanning tree. So we have to see the weights, but in a minimum way we have to consider it. So it is about the minimum spanning tree. So here I have mentioned about the minimum spanning tree. So a tree is connected graph without cycles with some of the properties. A graph is a tree if and only if one path joining two of its vertices. So a connected graph is a tree if and only if every one of its edges is a bridge. Next point is a connected graph is a tree if and only if n vertices of n and one edge. So these are some of the properties of minimum spanning tree. So the algorithms of the characteristics. Both Prim's and Kruskal's algorithm both work on a undirected graph. Here in the both graphs we have to consider only undirected graphs. So undirected means there is no direction. So in the undirected graph only we can do the problems on Prim's and Kruskal's. But we have to put in a mind that they are based on a minimum spanning tree. Minimum spanning tree means we have to consider from a least weights. So we have to consider from a least weight. So both work with weighted and unweighted graphs. So by using of a weighted and unweighted graph, both we can see, that is Primson algorithms and Kruskal's algorithm. Both are more interesting when edges are weighted. Both are greedy algorithms that produce optimal solution. So we can easily produce the optimal solution. So first of all, we are going to discuss about the Prim's algorithm. So Prim's algorithm is a famous greedy algorithm. It is also called as simply is called as a greedy algorithm. It is used for finding the minimum spanning tree. So to apply the minimum spanning tree, we have to Prim's algorithm. We have to put in a mind that it must be a weighted graph, it must be a connected graph, and it must be a undirected graph. That is, it must have a weight. That means if we take two vertices, it must have a weight, and it must be a connected graphs, and it must have a undirected graphs. Undirected means it must not have any direction. So these are the 3 points we have to put in a mind in doing both Prim's algorithm and also a Kruskal's algorithm. So these are the 3 important points. So first point is weighted. It must be a weighted graph. It must be a connected graph, and it must be a undirected graph. So here there is a walkthrough. So here I am doing a Prim's diagram, Prim's algorithm. So here it is a weighted graph. It is having a weights. So first of all, I have to take one vertices with a minimum as shown in the figure. So this is the graph. So see how I will do. First of all, I will select what is the minimum here. So I will start from the minimum edge. So D I will take. So D is having 3, and you can take also F also. It is having 3, but we can consider from F, or we can consider from D. So at last we have to see the diagram that it is a closed diagram must become an open diagram. So with the minimum weights we have to start the problem, but at last the closed diagram must be a open diagram. So I am starting from D. So here I have started from D. See first from D to what I have seen the adjacent sides. So what are the least weights? I have to see what are the different least weights. Here I am having 3, but here I am having 2. So what I have to consider, whether I have to consider 3 weight or 2 weight, which is the least one. Here the least one is 2. So I have to consider the least weight that is adjacent to D. So I have the least weight of 2. So I will consider this 2, not this 3. Why? Because 3 is more than 2. So I have to consider only least weights. So least weight is 2. So I have taken the So next I have seen that whether from G or whether from D, what is the least weight? Whether from D, I have taken a least weight as 3. So I have taken from D to C3, or else I can take G to H also. It is also having 3. So in the next step I can take that G to H. Why? Because it is having the least weight of H. Or C, from C to F, it is having a least weight of 3. So I have considered from C. Next, if I want, I can consider from G to H. Next, I have seen that next value is G to E. Next, G to H, least weight. Starting from least weights, I have taken. So here, this is a diagram. So I have taken all the least weights. Here, one weight I have taken of one weight here. I have not considered this. So now we can easily do the problem. This is the Prim's algorithm problem. By taking the least weight, we have to consider all the values. We can see the adjacent values and we can take the edges as shown in the figure. So this is the problem on a Prim's algorithm, and we can easily find the cost of a minimum spanning tree. That is, we have to add all these values, and by adding these values, we can get a total of 21. So the cost of a minimum spanning tree is 20. So here we have to put in a mind that first of all we have to take any vertices, and by seeing that vertices we have to see the minimum edge. So minimum edge beside its adjacency. We can take from this side or this side. So here we can take for this side or this side, and we have to put in a mind that at last the figure must not be like this. It must be closed figure must become a open figure. So open figures also are considered in a Prim's algorithm. So at last we have a Prim's algorithm. So this is the solution for the given problem, and the cost of this minimum tree is 21. So by adding this all the weights of a last figure or last graph, we can simply say the cost of a spanning tree. So the cost of a spanning tree is 21. Now Kruskal's algorithm, this is also similar. This is also we have to put in a mind that it is a connected, it is a unweighted graph. So these are some of the steps. Kruskal's work with edges. Here we have to consider with edges. That is least edges rather than vertices. In the previous Prim's algorithm, we have considered the vertices, but here we have to consider with edges. So here he has given a figure. So first of all, I will take from a least weight. I have started from D. So now I will calculate the edges from D to E. First, from D I will select D to E. D to E. What is the weight for a D to E? 1. Yes, there is a weight from D to E. So I have put a tick. Next, D to G. Yes, there is a least graph from D to G. I have put a graph. I have put a tick. Next, E to G. Is there a connection between E to G? Yes, E to G is 3, but it is not, it is having a more weight. If I close this, it will become a closed diagonal. So I will not consider this. So I have put into here. See students, here I have put a into. Why? Because why I have put a into? Why? Because if I consider this EG, then it will become a closed diagram. So the diagram must not be a closed, it must be open diagram. So I have put a cross. I have a minimum weight, but this graph must not be a closed. So I have put a into here. Next, D to C. So C to D, that is 3. So I have put a mark. Next, I have taken from G to H. G to H is 3. Yes, G to C is H. Next, C to F, it is 3. C to F means it is 3. Next, B to C. B to C, the weight is 4. So I have put 4. Next, B to E. B to E. Yes, the weight is 4. It is not a closed diagram. B to F. So it is B to C. B to E. B to E. If I draw from B to E, then it will become a closed diagram. So I must not take this edge. So I have put an into. Next, B to F also I will not consider. Why? Because if I take B to E and B to F, then it will become a closed diagram. So I must not use the closed diagram. I must only consider the open diagram. So this both I have put that into mark for this both. Why? Because if I add this, if I consider this, then it will become a closed diagram. So I have put a cross for these two. Next B to H. B to H also if I consider, then it will be closed and this becomes a closed diagram. So I have put a into here. Next A to H. Yes, I can consider A to H. There is no crossing or there is no closed diagram here. Next D to F. Next all other are not considered. Why? Because if I consider all the DF, AB and AF, then the graph will become, the closed graph will become a will does not become a open graph. So I will not consider both. Will If I consider the closed, then it will become a closed. So if I consider this DF, AB and AF, then the graph will become a closed graph. So I am not considering these values. Now this is the graph. So now the graph, the closed graph have become an open graph, and this is the solution for the given problem by using the Kruskal algorithm. So we can easily find the what is the cost of this. So by cost of this means by doing the addition, by adding the all the cost, we can simply find the what is the total cost. So the total cost is 21. So this is about the Kruskal algorithm and the Prim's algorithm. So this is about the both the topics.